Good morning children, Sairam. Welcome back in our today's session. I hope children you all are studying very well. So our today's topic is mental maths. Do you all know children what is mental maths? Mental maths means you have to solve the sums mentally. If I ask you any questions from any topic from the maths, you have to solve it mentally. So our today's topic is mental maths. Now children, see in your exam, I am going to take your mental maths test, and in that test questions will be asked and you have to solve it mentally and give the answer. Okay, for example here, which pencil is longer? Now look at both the pencils and tell me quickly which one is longer. Yes, the answer is second pencil. Second pencil is longer. Now see the another question. Choose the shape in the top left. If you see the top of the square, to the left hand side, which shape can you see? Yes, who is going to answer? Yes, we can see triangle. Choose the shape in the top right. To the right hand side, we can see a triangle. Now children, in which container you can keep more water? Cup, bucket or glass? Come on, think and give me the answer. Yes, of course, the answer is bucket. Now, what is on the left? Teacher has already taught you left and right. See, the left hand side, what you can see? Yes, books. Books are on the left side. Now, how do you write this number using digit? You have to write the given number in digit. How will you write? Yes, this is the correct answer. Very good. Now children, see the another question. Find the missing number in this sequence. Okay, here is 5, then blank, 15, 20, then 25. So what will be the next one children? It is a groups of 5. So after 5 will come 10. Very good. Now look at another question. Find the missing numbers. 18 equals dash tens plus dash ones. Ones means units, as you all know. So in the number 18 there is only 1 tens. 1 tens plus, yes, 8 ones, 8 units. So 110 plus 8 ones. How do you make 10? How do you make 10? Now children, we have learnt addition. So if you see the given sums, 10 minus 1 equals 9. 6 plus 4 equals 10. And 4 plus 5 equals 9. So what is the correct answer? Yes, the correct answer is 6 plus 4. If you count forward, after 6, yes, 4, then the answer will be 10. What is on the right? Yes, what is on the right? A giraffe or a, yes, the correct answer is tiger. Very good. Now see the next question. Which animal is shorter? Dog or a giraffe? Yes, a dog. Very good. Which object is at the middle? Yes, ball. Ball is at the middle. Now children, how many balls are there? You have to count and tell me. Come on. Count in your mind and give me the correct answer. Yeah, there are 6 balls. Very good. How many tens make 100? Yes, I know you all are very smart and all know the answer. Yes, 10 tens make 100. Very good. Now how do you write 48 using words? Yes, you have to write the number 48 in words. FORTYEIGHT 48. Very good. I hope children you all must have understood. See, mental maths means teacher will ask you questions, okay, and you have to solve the sums problems mentally. You have to solve and give the correct answer. So this is called mental maths. I hope you all are clear with mental maths. Now we will learn more about sequence. Children, do you know what is sequence? What is sequencing? Sequencing is putting things in certain order, like beginning, middle, end. Okay children? So, for example, sequence is the order of the events. Just see here, using sequencing, words too can help to show the order that things go in. For example, when you get up in the morning, yes, we wake up first, then we brush our teeth, then we have a bath, then we wear clean clothes. After that, we comb our hair, then we have our breakfast. So this is the sequence. What we do first, then next, then after, okay, then what we do in the last. This is called sequence. Now children, if you look at the timetable, there are there are days which are in sequence: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and Saturday. And yes, we go to school and we attend all the periods. Those periods are also in sequence, 1 to 8 or 9 periods. So sequence is very important. See, even in the calendar of our yearly calendar, January, February, March, April, May, in all the months we can see the days number wise. Okay, so there is also a sequence. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are the different dates, so they are also in sequence. Now children, look at this picture to make you understand. Just pay attention. Here we can see a sun and a cloud. Okay, this is if it is a first sequence, then what will be the next after the cloud? Now it is white. Then just see, it become black and then it started raining. And the next one, yes, then when it rains we can see the rainbow in the sky. So this is the correct sequence. Okay, look children, just here this you have to solve. Here we can see 3 pictures. Yes, we can see the of different flowers and vegetables, and then we can see a little plant and a flower. So what will be the first year step when you grow a plant? What is the first step? Yes, first we can see the seeds. Yes, so second one, yes, we plant a seed. Then children, yes, here you can see the second one, and then third one, yes, we can see a flower. So this is the sequence. When you first we see the seed, then we can grow a plant, and then we can get a flower. Now here children, just pay attention. We can see the chick, okay, and egg. You just see pictures. are in different condition, and you have to number the, yes, you have to sequence, you have to give the number for the proper sequence. Okay, so where the number 1 will come? Yes, this is a new egg. The last picture, there will come number 1. Okay, this is the first step in the sequence. Then, yes, the egg is cracking. This one will come second. Then children, yes, a little chick breaks the shell. That is the third one. And this is the last one. A chick, yes, chick is out of the shell. This is the fourth one. This is the proper sequence. I hope children you all must have cleared with the sequence. Okay, now let's learn more about measurement. Now children, see, we all individual look different from each other, okay, and so our clothes are also in different measurement. There are many objects in our house, but everything has different length, different height. So let's learn more about measurement. So children, this is a hand, we can say it is a span. Now in our house, inside the house, we can use span for measuring the length of the object. Okay, so measuring with a span, this is called a span. So length of our fingers as shown in the figure is called a span. This is a span. When see centimeters, yes, meter, it is kilometer. These are the different standard of the measurement. Okay, and at home also, yes, inside the home, this is one of the measure. We can measure with the span, measuring with a span. So length of our fingers as shown in the figure is called a span. So it is called a span. And this is a foot. We can also use our foot for taking measurement to see the length of the object. So these are the non-standard units of the measurement, hand span or foot. Okay, you can using your span, you can take the measurement of a table, chair or a door. Okay, and using your foot, you can take the measurement of the floor. Okay, how much distance you can cover with your foot. So that is used for taking measurement. So these are the standard units of the measurement. Here you can see children, here we can see to your right hand side a girl is measuring yes, length of the cot with her hand with the span. So this Yash does not have a tape to measure. So let's measure the length by span. Usually we can see that tailor uses a tape. Okay, that there we can see inches and centimeters to take the measurement. Okay, to take the length. So here we can see by using span, hand span, the boy Yash is taking measurement. So Yash measured the length as 11 spans. So the length of the bed cover should be 13 spans, as it has to be a little longer. Okay children, so this is the one way we can take the measurement by using our hand span. And see, measuring with a foot. So you can see here, we can see two plants. Between the plants, how much is the distance, that we can measure by using our foot. So measure the distance by feet between two flower pots nearby. Okay, so here we can see a girl who is using her feet to take the measurement between the two flower pots. Okay, she is measuring the distance with her foot, with her feet. Okay children, so these are the, yes, this way we can take the measurement. I hope children you all must have cleared with today's topics. Thank you so much and all the best. Keep on studying.